Good morning. Guess who fell asleep playing with a new toy last night? Not that kind of toy. So my boss got us both computers, myself and Austin at least. And it's been a while since I've had a computer. So obviously I had to get used to everything. Like the iPad Pro is still like a decent substitute, so it's not a giant learning curve. But there's still a lot. And I'm sure it's not a giant learning curve because I really even touched and tapped and everything. So headed to the gym. I'm gonna say old Simpsons reference from back in the day. Yes, I'm an old man. A slow but so far pretty productive morning. Obviously woke up early. Not even close. Woke up late, and I've had my dried laundry on the opposite side of my bed for a week. And it wasn't until the second load of clean laundry was dumped on top of that, I was like, this morning actually, I was like, I should probably fold those. So got my morning routine started with folding some clothes, listening to the audiobook that I started listening to. I'm brain farting on the exact name and I don't want to say it incorrectly. Absolute Sovereignty or Sovereignty of Man or something like that. So far an amazing book. Absolutely loving it. Also got to have a phone call with one of my battle buddies, one of my best friends, Johnny. Started off slightly scary because when you answer a phone call from one of your buddies and they like yourself battle with some demons and some mental stuff on a daily, and you hear them crying, you don't necessarily know. You move to a different mindset immediately. So that's what happened, but they were happy tears. Johnny was a dog handler while he was in the Navy. Great dog handler. And the dog that he had trained and that he had left on, his name is Fork. Fork is getting retired. And before he got out, Johnny went through the paperwork of making sure that he was first in line to be able to adopt Fork when he retired. So he got the phone call, message, email, everything, because like myself, he overslept this morning. He also had the new phone, so he wasn't woke up by the vibration of phone calls and stuff like that. He overslept, woke up to those messages, and woke up, and to him, he absolutely loves indoors animals. So it was nothing but a great phone call for him, information for him, and it was amazing, phenomenal news for myself as well, because I will be going to spend Christmas with Johnny, and I will get to finally pet Fork, because you are not allowed to pet military working dogs. Fork is just such an adorable boy. He's so floofy. I just wanted to pet him all the time that I sent him, but you can't pet them. And now I'm gonna pet the absolute shit out of him. Probably, quite possibly, actually pet the shit out of him. Headed to the gym now, so starting this week on an exceptional high note. This week is also a big week for the nutrition store because it is the nutrition store TNS Christmas Banger, like 9 names these things are. And that means it's gonna be a slightly hectic week as far as that, because more people are gonna be coming in and picking up them, showing them a good time, all that kind of good stuff. And then Saturday will be the big day, which means there'll be a lot of cleanup, a lot of setup, a lot of all that good stuff. Oh man, I'm gonna rip in the struggle. So it's gonna be a great week. Starting this week off on like an impossibly high note. Love you guys. Let's have a good one. Make it powerful. What are you looking forward to this week? day. Did somebody leave? The Chinese TV? People are amazing. In the good way. People are amazing. And that wraps up another day at the Jesus, making a mess. The Nutrition Store LLC. I'm probably gonna have to put this down because I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna have to figure something out. Okay, the Nutrition Store LLC. Oh God. Well, it would have wrapped it up if I remembered to turn the light off. It's not my first day, I promise. It's like the second. So, you know, these little hiccups are expected to happen. Decent day. I always feel a little guilty when I end up being busy or doing something. Can't necessarily say busy, because I'm here to do something. When like a customer comes in, or even when one sneaks in. Because there was a guy who snuck in today, and none of us heard him. None of us heard him come in. I saw him out of the corner of my eye, and I thought it was Austin. And I was like, oh, okay, it's kind of creepy. But it wasn't. So I feel bad during those times when, you know, I don't end up dealing with a whole lot of customers. Because I don't feel like I did a whole lot. But I did. I did enough. I didn't quite earn my sleep for the day, but sometimes it be like that. I'll have to go home and why does this stop working? I have to go home and just figure it out. Make the rest of the night matter. Alright, well, Jacob got MacBook Pro 16-inch. Still kind of a loss for words for that. But it also does mean that now I have to shift for a little while on learning how to use it. And for starters, I gotta learn the basic functions, because it's been like years since I've actually legitimately used a computer, like for personal use. I'm just stuck with like either a phone or an iPad, or just figured it out. So that's what we're doing now, figuring this out. This is kind of what we do, ain't it? Can't just stay the same. Just kidding, I'm actually really excited about this. Always excited for new gadgets and new things, and the process really of learning it all. So this is actually like, I am giddy about that. So let's get to it. So I'm here exporting, I want to say it, yeah, 36,614 items from my Photos app. And it's a little bittersweet. Like, obviously I'm not losing the pictures, but looking at them leaving, because I've carried them around on my phone, which was another reason for making sure I always had the max amount of memory on each phone. I carried each and every one of them around because they're my life for the last few years. And dropping them into a folder called, and wait for it, #Supernatural. The road so far. I'll make a point to sort through them as much as possible for the next few weeks, probably months, because there's still more on there. And eventually have them like separated by months and years, which is my goal. Alarm. It's my bedtime alarm. Yeah. Also, it looks like it's killing the battery.